Unfortunately, my microphone was turned off for my interview with John. I had offered him some trail mix and some things to keep him warm, including a hat and some gloves. It was 22 degrees outside with a wind chill that made it feel like it was in the teens. So the least thing I could do was give him something to make him feel a little bit more comfortable. I asked him his name, which was John. I asked him how long he's been on the streets for, and he said a couple weeks. I proceeded to ask him what put him on the street, what created his homelessness. He had told me that he was robbed a couple weeks ago. Someone had stolen his wallet, and he's been from the area pretty much all his life, but it had left him on the street. I could tell that there was more to the story that he was leaving out, and you'll hear by the rest of my commentary, you'll probably be able to fill some of those blanks in as well. I asked him if he had a family. He has 2 children, a son and a daughter. They're both grown and live in the Pittsburgh area. He keeps in touch with his daughter for the most part, but he has not spoken to his son in quite a while. I asked him if it was on purpose or by accident, and he was pretty quiet when I asked him that question, so I know there's more to the story. I asked him if his children have tried to help him, and he said that his daughter has done what she could, which leads me to believe that he is suffering from something that he is having a hard time healing from. He is a paraplegic, which you should be able to see by some later clips. Both of his legs are missing. And I asked him how he lost his legs. I initially thought it was probably from a war or he had served in the military, but he got run over by a freight train. He had suffered from alcoholism, and he had passed out drunk on the train tracks and got awoken by a train running his legs over. He told me he had plans to take a Greyhound bus to Florida on the next day. He told me what time his bus was departing and everything. It was kind of adorable. And I had said I admire him for going to the warmer weather of Florida, and he was definitely looking forward to that. I asked him where he's going to be living when he gets to Florida, and he was again pretty quiet. He said he'll figure it out when he gets there. I asked him if he thought the Steelers were going to beat the Ravens in the wild card game tonight, and he chuckled and said, yeah, that he thought that the Steelers were going to win. True Pittsburgh Steelers diehard fan right here. It's at this point in the conversation that I wish my microphone was working the most, because he looks into the camera and tells his son Grant that he loves him and that he misses him. So if anybody out there knows Grant or any of his other children or recognizes John, please reach out to anybody that is in his family. Apparently John is going to Florida and does not know where he's going to be living. I realize John might not have lived the perfect life or the perfect lifestyle, which has probably put him in the situation that he's in now. But we all deserve forgiveness, regardless of our past or our mistakes. John has a family. He has children. He has grandchildren that I'm sure love him very much. John is a good man. We only spent 15 minutes together, but I can tell he has a big heart, and he is a genuine and wholesome individual. He's a good human being and does not deserve to be on the streets. At this point, I had asked him where he wanted to go next, and I had pushed him probably about 3/4 of a mile down the street to the Gateway Center bus stop. I don't know where this bus was going to take him, but like I said, his bus to Florida was going to be the next day. I wish John the best of luck. I hope he is safe. I hope he stays healthy. And I hope he reconnects with his family. Thank you, John.